From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
So picture this, Lush and Almighty Suspect are co-hosts on No Jumper, right? But instead of being besties, they're more like two raccoons fighting over the last piece of trash in a dumpster. Their beef? Rap music. Yeah, you heard me. Rap music. Because apparently these two think they're the second coming of Tupac and Biggie, but let's be real, they're more like the Dollar Tree version of Kids Bop. For months, these two were going back and forth like a bad ping pong match. Almighty Suspect was out here calling Lush's music trash, and Lush was crying like someone just stole his lunch money. It was emotional, it was intense, it was honestly kind of pathetic. But hey, when you're a failed battle rapper like Lush, you gotta cling to like whatever dignity you have left, right? Now here's where it gets spicy. During one of their legendary arguments, Lush decided to drop the ultimate street bomb. He called Almighty Suspect a snitch. Oh, you didn't know? In the streets, that's like calling someone's mama a Walmart greeter. It's a big no-no. You can call someone a liar, a thief, or even a professional couch potato, but you do not call them a snitch. That's the equivalent of throwing a Molotov cocktail into a dumpster fire. So what does Almighty Suspect do? Does he cry? Does he write a diss track? Nope. This man pulls up like he's in a Grand Theft Auto mission and knocks Lush out cold. And the best part? It was all caught on camera. That's right, folks. Lush went from I'm the best rapper alive to I need an ice pack and a therapist in 2.5 seconds. But let's rewind for a second. Before the knockout, these two were arguing like two Karens fighting over the last carton of almond milk at Whole Foods. Almighty Suspect was out here stomping, clapping, and snapping his fingers like he was auditioning for Stomp the Yard 3. Meanwhile, Lush was sitting there looking like he just found out his mixtape got 2 plays on SoundCloud, both from his mom. At one point, Lush tried to play the I'm the bigger person card and said, "There's so much I could say about you, but I won't." Oh honey, no, that's not being the bigger person, that's just being a coward, and Almighty Suspect wasn't having it. He clapped back with, "You sound like a buster right now." And honestly, he wasn't wrong. Lush was out here sounding like a dude who still uses MySpace to slide into DMs. Now, let's talk about the knockout. It was like watching a WWE match, but with less talent and more cringe. Almighty Suspect swung, Lush went down faster than his Spotify streams, and the internet collectively lost its mind. It was the kind of Lush, the self-proclaimed overseas rap sensation, was out here flexing his rap accolades like he's Jay-Z at the Grammys. Meanwhile, Almighty Suspect was sitting there like, "Oh bro, you ain't even the headliner at a middle school talent show." And honestly, he's not wrong. Lush might have been on a ticket overseas, but let's be real, he was probably the guy handing out flyers in the parking lot, not the one on stage. Now here's where it gets juicy. Almighty Suspect, who's been out here portraying himself as the Tony Montana of Los Angeles, was not having it. He was willing to argue, willing to clap back, and even willing to stomp around like he's in a Broadway musical. But the moment Lush said, "Your name is on paperwork, not mine," Almighty Suspect froze like he just saw a ghost, and then he said the magic words, "Say that again." And Lush, being the genius that he is, said it again, because apparently he thought he was invincible. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. It's Almighty Suspect hit him with the "I'm on my way" like he's Batman responding to the bat signal. And you know what happened next. Lush got knocked out faster than his chances of winning a Grammy. But let's not forget the real tea here. Lush has always been the internet's punching bag. Remember when Adam22 fired him on livestream? Yeah, that was a moment. Lush was out here looking like a kid who just got told Santa isn't real, making sad little live streams about how his life was in shambles. And Adam, being the softie that he is, felt bad and hired him back. But let's be real, Lush is the human equivalent of a participation trophy. He's just there to fill space and occasionally get roasted, and now here he is picking fights with a dude who's out here acting like he's in The Wire. Almighty Suspect might not be Al Capone, but he's definitely not the guy you call a snitch unless you're ready to catch hands. And Lush? Well, he learned that lesson the hard way. Almighty Suspect throws one punch, and Lush hits the ground like he just got hit by a freight train. But here's the kicker. As soon as he's on the floor, Lush starts yelling, I'm hurt," like he's auditioning for a role in Grey's Anatomy. Now, let's be real. If you're gonna talk trash about someone being a snitch, you better be ready to back it up. But Lush, nah, he took one little jab and folded like a lawn chair. Some people are saying he took a dive, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. This man hit the ground faster than his Spotify streams after that trash freestyle he did. And the first thing he says, I'm hurt. Bro, you're not hurt, you're embarrassed. There's a difference, but let's give Almighty Suspect some credit here. He could have gone full John Wick on Lush, but instead he showed a little mercy. Most street dudes would have dog walked Lush for a solid 10-15 seconds. They're talking trash the whole time, like, don't you ever call me a snitch again. But Almighty Suspect, he just let Lush lay there, looking like a sad beached whale, and walked away. That's what we call restraint, folks. Or maybe he just didn't want to hurt his hand on Lush's soft, doughy exterior. Either way, it was a classy move. Now, let's talk about Lush's post-knockout behavior. This man is still out here on No Jumper, running his mouth like he didn't just get humiliated on camera. Bro, you got knocked out by one punch. One punch. You're lucky Almighty Suspect didn't turn you into a meme for the ages. But no, Lush is still out here saying slick stuff about people like he's invincible. Newsflash, my guy, you're not. You're an old man who got dropped like a bad habit. Maybe it's time to retire the tough guy act and stick to hosting, or better yet, just sit down and be quiet. And let's not forget the real tragedy here. Lush is out here acting like he's still in his prime, but let's be honest, his prime was probably back when flip phones were cool. Almighty Suspect is in the prom of his career. Yes, he said prom, not prime, but we'll let that slide. While Lush is out here looking like he's one bad day away from joining a bowling league. It's like watching a lion fight a sloth, entertaining but also kind of sad. Of course, the internet had a field day with this. Memes flooded social media faster than Lush hit the ground. People were comparing him to a fainting goat, a sack of potatoes, and even a deflated bounce house. And let's be real, those memes are probably the most attention Lush has gotten in years. So in a way, he's winning, kind of, not really. So what's the verdict? Almighty Suspect won, but let's be real, he was supposed to win. He's younger, fitter, and clearly has more fight in him than Lush has in his entire body. But should it have been that easy? Absolutely not. Lush went down like he was made of wet cardboard, and now he's out here trying to play the victim. And nah, bro. You called a street dude a snitch. You got what you deserved. In conclusion, Lush, if you're watching this, learn your lesson, stop running your mouth, hit the gym, and maybe, just maybe, stay out of fights you can't win. And to Almighty Suspect, good job, my guy. You handled it like a champ. Alright, folks, that's the end of this masterpiece of a story. If you enjoyed watching Lush get knocked out faster than his rap career, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel because nothing says entertainment like watching a 50-year-old man get humiliated on camera, right? And hey, if you're feeling extra generous, hit that notification bell so you never miss another moment of internet chaos. Because let's be real, where else are you gonna get this level of cringe, drama, and sheer what the heck did I just watch energy? So go ahead, smash that like button like Lush, smash the floor, share this video with your friends because misery loves company, and subscribe for more content that's as unhinged as you are. Until next time, stay messy, stay laughing, and remember, don't call someone a snitch unless you're ready to catch these hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go rewatch that knockout footage for the 47th time. Peace out, y'all.